हेमंते प्रथमे मासी नंदव्रज कुमारिकाः चेरुः हविष्यं भुञ्जानाः कात्यायन्यर्चनव्रतं कात्यायनि महायोगिन्यधीश्वरी नंदगोपसुतं देवी पतिं मे कुरुते नमः. The Gopikas of Vrindavan observed the Marhadi Nonbu in order to get Krishna as their husband. Andal emulated them and she pretended to observe the same Nonbu as a Gopika to reach Bhagavan and perform service to him. This context, this Anukaram of Andal came out of her mouth as an outpouring, and those 30 songs are called Thiruppavai. In the first 5 songs of Thiruppavai, Andal gave an introduction to the Divya Prabandham and to the Vratam that they are going to perform. Then, from the 6th to the 15th Pashuram, Andal woke up 10 Gopikas, and that was in place of all 5 lakh Gopikas. There are said to be 5 lakh Gopikas in Aipadi, and though Andal has only sung 10 songs, it means that she went and woke up every single girl in Thiruvaipadi. After gathering all of them, she went to the house of Nandagopala and woke up the gatekeepers, the groundkeepers, Nandagopala, Yashoda and Balarama. Then, before waking Krishna up, Andal tries to wake up Nappinnai, because only through Mahalakshmi or through Nappinnai can we go and have darshan of Bhagavan. Bhagavan himself says, Aham mat praptyupayo vai sakshat lakshmipati swayam lakshmihi purushakarena vallabha prapti yogini. He says, I am the means to reach me. Usually in the world, if we want to reach some place, that is called our goal. And the means by which we reach that would be some car or a truck or something. So the means and the goal are usually different. But here, the goal that we want to reach is Bhagavan Sriman Narayana. And the means to reach him is not Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga or Bhakti Yoga. It is himself. We just surrender at his feet and plead to him to grant us mukti. When we get mukti, what are we going to do? We are going to reach him and do service to him in Sri Vaikuntham. So he is the means through which we can reach him. This is what he says as Aham mat praptyupayo vai. Then what does Lakshmi do? Where does she come into the picture? For that, Bhagavan himself says, Lakshmihi purushakarena vallabha prapti yogini. She is very dear to me, and so when she recommends someone, I end up accepting them. Even though I might be angry upon some Jivatma that he has committed a lot of sins, when Mahalakshmi comes and recommends to me, then all my anger is removed and I forgive that Jivatma and accept him as my own. So Bhagavan says the role of Pirati is as Purushakara. So she is the connecting piece between us and Bhagavan. She preaches to us and makes us realize our mistakes. Once we realize our mistakes and come to surrender at the feet of Bhagavan, she goes to Bhagavan and makes him forget our sins, so that the both of us can be together. This is what is meant by Purushakara. And so, Andal did not fail to wake up Nappinnai. She did not want to go to Krishna directly. So, starting from Undumadakalittan Pashuram and next in the Kuttuvelakeriya Pashuram, Andal woke up Nappinnai. And there too, there is a sequence, there is a nice story to understand here. First, Andal went to wake up Nappinnai. In Undumadakalittan Pashuram, totally she wakes up only Nappinnai. She asked her, Shirar Valai Olippa Vandu Tiravai, please come and open the door. But when Nappinnai got up to open the door, Krishna hugged her and did not allow her to get out of the bed. So Andal, in the first half of Kuttuvelakeriya Pashuram, begs Bhagavan to at least open his mouth and talk to them. She says, Vai Thiravai, Vaittu Kidanda Malarmarbha, Vai Thiravai. I understand that you are now not allowing Nappinnai to get up. You want to be the first one to give us your anugraham. So at least from your bed, open your mouth and give us some reply. So this is what Andal asked. But when Krishna opened his mouth to talk to Andal, Nappinnai now stopped Krishna. She said, do not open, I should be the first one to give my anugraham. You cannot go before me. So then Andal pleaded to Nappinnai and asked her to allow Krishna to come give his anugraham to them or she asked her to come in person. But at the end of the Pashuram, Andal spoke some harsh words to Nappinne. She says, what you are doing is not right as per your Swarupam and as per your Swabhavam. Your Swarupam is that you are Purushakara. You must only act to join both of us. But now you are stopping Krishna from saving us. This is one thing she said. And the second thing is, Tattvamandru Tahavu. This does not go along with your nature also. Your nature is to be filled with grace, Karuna. But what you are doing is against your Karuna or Kripa. So Andal spoke a little harshly and Krishna was very much upset by this. Krishna was upset because first Andal told Krishna that he is blocking Nappinne. And then Krishna was also upset because Andal spoke harshly to Nappinne. So in this Pashuram, Andal first sings about Krishna. She calls out to Krishna and asks him to forgive her and come bless her. She says, Muppattu Moovar Amararkku Munchendru, Kappam Tavirkkum Kaliye Tuiladai, Sheppamudayai Tiraludayai, Shettarkku Veppam Kodukkum Vimala Tuiladai. Muppattu Moovar Amarar. The gods, the devas, are said to be divided into 33 categories. There are said to be 33 crores of devas. There are 12 Adityas, 11 Rudras, 8 Vasus and 2 Ashwini Devatas. So totally there are 33 categories. So there are 33 crore Devatas. Muppattu Moovar Amararkku Mun Shendru. Krishna rushes to their aid. Even before they are completely in the grasp of some problem, even before they are caught in some sorrow, Krishna knows beforehand that they are going to face some hardship and runs to their rescue. Here Muppattu Moovar Amararkku Mun Shendru does not mean that Krishna is walking in front of the Devatas. Mun Shendru means even before a hardship befalls them, even before they face the total brunt of the hardship, Krishna runs to their rescue. Mun Shendru Kappam Tavirkum. Kappam means a little nadukkam. Kappam means kampanam, shivering. So when they are shivering due to some fear or due to some sorrow, Krishna runs to them even before they plead to him and he removes their sorrow. Kappam Tavirkum Kaliye. He is called Kali because he is so bold. Tirumangayalvar is also called Kaliyan because he was so bold. Tirumangayalvar wanted to rob Vayalali Manavadan. Bhagavan himself and Mahalakshmi took the form of a bride and a bridegroom who were newly married and wearing a lot of jewels. They came alone in the night. Bhagavan knew that Tirumangayalvar was going to come and steal all their ornaments. Similarly, Tirumangayalvar also came. He made a bag. He bundled up all their ornaments. But finally, Bhagavan was wearing a small ornament on his toe. Tirumangayalvar asked him to remove that and give it to him. But Bhagavan said, you yourself come remove it. Why should I give my possessions to you? You come remove it if you can. So what Alvar did was he tried with his hand but he could not, and so finally he bit that ornament with his mouth and tried to pull it out of Bhagavan's toe. Now seeing that bold act and all the strength that Tirumangayalvar had, Bhagavan gave him the name Kaliyan. He has a lot of boldness, so he was called Kaliyan. Similarly, Andal here calls Bhagavan as Kali. He is very bold. Kappam Tavirkum Kaliye Thuiledai. Please get up. You went to the rescue of Devatas. Devatas did not ask to do service to you. They wanted their kingdom back. They wanted you to save them from Rakshasas. But I, Andal, have not come to you asking for something else. I have come to you so that I can do service to you alone. But you are not replying to me at all. You rushed to the rescue of some Devatas. They were men. I am a woman. They were elders. I am a youngster. They had a lot of strength, but I am weak. But you rushed to their rescue, but you are indifferent towards me. This is not right. Kappam Tavirkum Taliye Thuiladai. Please get up and come. Sheppamudayai. He is very straightforward. Sheppam means Arjavam. When someone goes to him, even if they have done a lot of mistakes, if they fall at his feet, he forgives all their mistakes and accepts them. Even after falling at his feet, if we still stray and do some wrong activities, he still tolerates them. So, Sheppamudayai Thirodayai Shettarkku Veppam Kodukkum Vimala Thuiladai. He is very straightforward. One, he has given his word that he will save somebody, even if that person commits some mistake. he still forgives them. He has that much of a straightforwardness. Usually in the world, when someone does good to us, we act good to them. When someone does bad to us, we do bad things for them again. This is usually straightforwardness in the world. But Bhagavan is so straightforward that once he has given his word that he will save somebody, even if they do something bad towards him, he still sticks to his word. So he is called Sheppam Udayai, one who is very straightforward. Thiral Udayai, it is not enough, one is steadfast in saving his bhaktas. To save his bhaktas from some hardship, he should have the power to do it. So that is what Andal refers to by Thiral Udayai. He is not a weak person. He has a lot of ability. Thiral means Shakti. So Thiral Udayai. Then what does he do using that Shakti? Shettrark Veppam Kodukkum Vimala Tuiladai. Shettrar means enemies. Shettrark Veppam. He gives them heat. He gives them misery, sorrow. Shettrark Veppam Kodukkum Vimala. Andal here says Bhagavan is very pure. He saves all his bhaktas. He crushes all his enemies, but he is very pure. Usually in the world, if a person acts one way to some people and in another way to others, we call him as a pakshapati. We say he is not a neutral person, he is leaning towards one side. But here Bhagavan also is saving all his devotees and crushing all his enemies, but Andal calls him as Vimala, one who is without any sin, one who is without any blemish. How is it so? It is because Bhagavan himself does not have any enemies. He considers the enemies of his devotees as his own enemy. Suppose there is a teacher and there are two students. One is a very good person and the other is a very rogue guy. He is a rowdy. Now, the one person is beating up the normal kid. Now, should the teacher punish the bad child or not? She must. Will she be at fault for punishing him? She will not. Similarly, even though both of us, Ravana and Vibhishana, are the same to Rama. However, when Ravana gives trouble to Vibhishana, Rama rushes and goes to kill Ravana. When Hiranyakashipu gave trouble to Prahlada, Bhagavan rushed as Nrisimha and killed Hiranyakashipu. So, killing the enemies of his devotees does not make him a bad person. It makes him a very good person, a pure person. Otherwise, if he said that Hiranyakashipu is also my son, Prahlada is also my son, so if Hiranyakashipu beats Prahlada, that is between them. If he did not interfere, that would be a big blemish on his part. So he is blemishless. He is a Vimalan because he interferes. He comes to the rescue of his devotees. Vimala Tuiladai, please get up. So Andal praised Bhagavan and asked him to get up, thinking that he would leave his anger. But Krishna was actually not angry because Andal spoke to him harshly. He was angry because Andal spoke harshly to Nappinnai. So now realizing that, Andal turns to Nappinnai and praises her so that Krishna's anger is removed. She said, Shettarka Veppam Kodukkum Vimala Tuiladai, Sheppanna Menmulai, Shevvai, Shirumarungol. She has a beautiful mouth. She has a beautiful hip. Shirumarungol, she has a very small thin waist, it seems. Shirumarungol, Nappinnai Nangai. It does not mean that she only has physical beauty. Andal adds Nangai. Nangai means one who has a lot of very good qualities. So she has a lot of Atma Gunas also, and she is also very beautiful. Sheppanna Menmulai Shevvai Shirumarungul, Nappinna Nangai, Thiruve Tuiladai. She is equal to Mahalakshmi Tayar. Nappinna is Neela Devi. She is equal to Mahalakshmi in her benevolence and grace. Sheppanna Menmulai Shevvai Shirumarungul, Nappinna Nangai, Thiruve Tuiladai. Please get up. Now, everyone's anger has been quenched. They are all ready to come bless Andal. Nappinnai asks, what must I do? Why should I open the door? Thiravai, Ukkamum Tattoliyum Tandu, Un Manalanai, Ippode Emmai Neerattu. We want three things from you. Ukkam means a fan. Tattoli means a mirror. Then, Un Manalanayum Tandu. You must also give Krishna to us. Just as you would give a fan or a mirror to me, you must also pick up Krishna and give him to me. So this means that Krishna is so obedient to Nappinnai. So just like Nappinnai can pick up a glass or a fan, a mirror or a fan and give it to Andal, Nappinnai can pick Krishna up and give it to him. So that is the first meaning. Ukkamum Tattoliyum Tandu, Un Manalanayum Tandu. Give us your husband also and help us do Brahmanubhavam. Ippode emmai neerattu, bathe us. Neerattam means bathing. You must bathe us. Here Andal does not mean mere bathing. She means you must help us get Brahmanubhavam, Krishnanubhavam. Neerattam means Krishnanubhavam. In the first song itself, Neerada Poduvir, Andal called everyone who wanted to go reach Krishna, have his darshan and do service to him. So here too, Neerattu, help us do service to him. Enable us to do service to him. So the first meaning is give us a fan, give us a mirror and give us your husband also. This is the first meaning. The second meaning that our preceptors have told us is Ukkamam Tattoliyum Tandu, give us a mirror and a fan, and Emmayum Un Manalanayum Neerattu, bathe both us and your husband. We should do service to Bhagavan and enjoy it. Bhagavan should accept our service and enjoy it. So please enable that. Ukkamam Tattoliyum Tandu, give us a mirror and a fan. Un Manalanayum Emmayum Ippode Neerattu, bathe both your husband and us. That is, create enjoyment, create bliss for your husband and us. We will do service and enjoy it. He must receive service and enjoy it. This is the second meaning. The third meaning is Ukkamam Tattoliyum Tandu, Un Manalanayum Ippode Emmai Neerattu, give us a mirror and a fan and instruct your husband Krishna to give us his Anubhava. This is the third meaning. So she should give Krishna to Andal. This is the first meaning. She should bathe both Krishna and Andal together. This is the second meaning. She should instruct Krishna to give enjoyment to Andal. This is the third meaning. So Andal practices all this. She pleads for all this. Ippode emmai neerattu. So Andal, what she wants is, she wants Nappinnai's approval. She does not want to bypass Nappinnai and go directly to Krishna. She wants to know that Nappinnai is completely on board, that Andal and all the Gopikas do service to Bhagavan and Bhagavan accepts their service. That is why Andal is catching the feet of Pirati as Purushakara. Without her in the middle, we should never go to Bhagavan. Sometimes he might accept us, sometimes he might kick us away. So the only way by which we can be sure that he will accept us is only if we have a person in a high place recommending us. Purushakara means a recommendation. So someone who is very much dear to Krishna, if such a person recommends us, then Krishna will accept us. That is why Andal goes and falls at the feet of Nappinnai, and with this, Nappinnai was also very happy and she came and opened the door and gave her permission for Andal. So with this, there is one chapter ending in Tiruppavai. We already saw that you can split Tiruppavai into several sections. The first section was the first 5 Pasurams where Andal gave an introduction. Then in the next 10 Pasurams, Andal woke up 10 Gopikas as Bhagavatas. Then in the next 5 Pasurams, from the 16th Pasuram to the 20th Pasuram, Andal woke up the groundkeeper, the gatekeeper, Nandagopala, Yashoda, Balarama and Nappinnai. These are the people who are in the place of Nityasuris. Alvar says, Vedam Vallargalai Kondu, Vinnor Peruman Tiruppadam Panindu. So first fall at the feet of Bhagavatas. Then go and ask permission from Nityasuris. Then go to Pirati Mahalakshmi. Then you go to Bhagavan. So Andal has completed all the previous steps now. The last step that is remaining is directly going and talking to Krishna, waking him up and asking for what they want. This is what Andal does from the 21st Pasuram onwards. We too will meet every day for the remaining 9 days of this Marhari and see the meaning of all the remaining Pasurams. Srimatye Vishnu Chittarya Manonandana Hetave Nandanandana Sundaryai Godayai Nityamangalam.